What's up? Today, sorry if there's wind noise. We're running the built-in mic on this camera, so if the audio sucks, I apologize. Because we're waiting for this ramp to dry up. I figured it'd be a good opportunity to show you the pads that I wear. These aren't the only pads I wear. Sometimes I switch up the knee pads, but I didn't bring those. But I will tell you what they are. But this is like my pads that I would wear if I was like sending it and trying to get edit clips and things like that. So like this is the most protective stuff that I wear. All right, first part of my pads is my helmet. This is a Pac Crane. This is the Crane Pure, the OG, the non-MIPS, because I hate the MIPS. You can't get these anymore, but Pac should really start making these again because this is my favorite helmet, and once this one breaks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep gluing it back together. Pac Crane Pure, non-MIPS, the OG, favorite helmet. Very protective, very comfortable, and it looks super cool compared to others. It's not bulky and shit. Actually, let's start with the way I dress. So I have these G-form compression shorts. They've got hip pads in them, tailbone pad. I don't always wear those, but if I know I'm gonna probably fall that session, like I'm gonna be trying new tricks, I'll wear those. They're super protective and they just make me feel a little more comfortable. If I don't have them on, it feels like my whole hip area is kind of exposed. Next is my knee pads. So my knee pads, these are Fuse Deltas. These are a little bit more bulky. They don't fit under all of the pants that I wear. So I dress with baggier pants now because of these. I usually wear the Omegas, which are just a slip-on. They don't have the straps, but I like these because they are more protective. So especially for like edit stuff when I know I'm gonna be falling, I gotta protect my knees. My knees are horrible. I've torn both my PCLs, so I have to have protective knee pads. Next in the bag is my Fuse extended shin guards. These are my favorite shin guards. I've had these specific ones, like these exact ones, for probably close to 8 years. They have a little whip guard on the side here. So the regular shin comes up to about here. The extended shin has these little like separations here, and they fit right over top of the knee pad like this, so you don't have that gap that you would if you were running the regular shins, or even some knee shin combos. You get like a gap there, and that's always where I get my pedal to my shin. So this kind of protects that gap, and these are really easy to throw on too, which I like. They're Velcro, so even when they like stretch over time, they still fit. Yeah, and these fit the same over the Echo pads, or over the Omega pads that I usually wear. Almost lastly, I've got the space braces. You've probably heard of these before. These are the best. They make off-brand versions of these, which kind of work the same, but this style, the version 2s, are just like a pull tab, so you don't have to lace them up at all. They're real quick. I love these, and they got the little protective padding on the side, which is nice for whips and stuff. And then lastly, it's not really pads, but these are the shoes I wear. They're Osiris. These are the Clones. These are the best shoes that I've found for riding. I know they're like goofy and they got the big tongues, but when they're laced up, they just look like a normal shoe. Most protective on the sides, which is where I cut through shoes here. Having something that has all this extra material stitched in is nice. I usually go through 3 pairs of shoes to every 1 pair of these, and they have like a zigzag pattern on the bottom, which is great for pedal grip. And then I just throw the FP insoles, the Gamechangers inside there. I got the, oh yeah, these are the old dirty bastard ones. These are sick. Yeah, that's my pad setup. It's what I've found to be the best for being comfortable and protective, because you can get overly protective and then you lose mobility and you lose comfort. These are super mobile, super comfortable, and very protective. Tons of slams in these, and they've saved me from having to take some trips to the ER. So yeah, that's my pad setup. Also, I don't have any here because this is not my pad bag. I usually, if I'm gonna ride gloves, I'll wear fist gloves, and I've got like a whole collection. I got like 10 different pairs of fist gloves. And the fist gloves are the best BMX gloves in my opinion. So if you also wanna ride with gloves, the fist gloves are no doubt a winner there.